Did y'all have corporal punishment at y'all school?
No, hell no. What?
Yeah, I got paddlings like a lot.
What?
Like my grown ass male principal was spanking my ass with a wooden paddle.
I don't know if that's legal, bro. I don't know if that's corporal punishment. That may just be racism, bro. I don't know.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Fannita. I got a podcast. The show before the club. This is where we sit, chat, talk, and we drink. Bottoms up, bitch. Woo-hoo. Hey, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Bottoms Up with Fannita, your young, black, hot, and turned host. And today, I have a really fun episode with a really funny guy. He's not funnier than me, but he's pretty funny. And today we're gonna talk about being class clowns in school, representation in the media, Fannita's fan fictions, where we answer you guys' questions that you sent in, and the highs and lows of being a content creator. So stay tuned because we have a great episode coming right now. So really quick, I'm gonna give a quick little story about an interaction I had one time that was funny. So on the internet, if you have watched my content before, I tend to wear a bonnet and lay in my bed a lot. People think I don't go outside. But when you see me like this, you're like, who the is that girl in the chair? Who's that lady? That lady is me because I clean up nice. Sometimes I shower and take a bath. And when people see me in public and not in a bonnet, they're like, wow, Fannita, you're a lot prettier in person. Thank you. I thought I was pretty online, but you guys tend to knock my confidence down when you see me. And I hate some of you. But moving right along, I'm going to introduce my guest for today. And you're going to be really excited because it's not Noah. Noah said that he had to go to dinner with his friends tonight and he wasn't going to be able to make the show. I know he said that last week, but y'all, I promise, we're actually in a relationship. He just is busy. He just came out with his gender neutral underwear. So instead, I have one of my really good internet friends. He's the man with the plan. He's the man with the skit. It's Mr. Tony Statovci.
And she dropped the last name pronunciation on y'all. Yeah.
How do you do that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Do the dance with me. Do the dance with me.
I don't know what dance you're talking about, but I'm just gonna jig with you, so it's okay.
Okay, Tony, tell me about it, man. How did you get your start in this TikTok stuff, young blood? Well, it's not even TikTok. Tony go crazy on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even Facebook. Hey, that's me.
Come on, now. You know it. Man, how did I get started?
Hell yeah.
It's actually funny. I quit college.
Me too.
Because of it.
Me too.
I like to say that Julius Caesar was the reason I quit college. Because I used to, when I was in high school, I went through the whole spiel, AP classes, honors classes. And I'm first generation.
I too was an honor student.
Yeah. Goat. I'm first generation American, so I had to put the family on my back, become the doctor, all that.
The canon event.
Exactly. So I did all of that for high school. I was even class president. I did.
You was
I
deep.
did. I was prom king. I did everything I could.
Prom king is crazy.
I know, but I didn't peak in high school, so that's
okay.
all that is. Praise God.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So I get to college. I got a free ride.
Where'd you go to college at?
In Tennessee.
Which school is Tennessee?
Nashville State is what's called.
Okay.
Get a free ride. Mom's happy. We're all good. I get into school, and they're like, yeah, you got to retake those classes that you got credits for.
The AP classes.
Yeah. I got credits for it. I was like, yo, I got these credits. I can
Bro, what is with colleges be pissing me off. Why do I have to take English again?
Exactly.
I just graduated high school. They just be wanting you.
I know the language.
Yeah, literally. Bro, going to college is the biggest legal scam of this century.
Unless you're a STEM. Other than that, you can kind of figure it out.
Everything, I feel unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something important or an engineer, you don't need to go to college. I feel everything else, especially with the internet, everything else can be learned online.
Sure. For sure. But I'm in history class, and I was like, man, they're like, we got this project on Julius Caesar that we're doing. And I was like, all right, good. Because I got so many Julius Caesar, projects I've already done. I'm just going to copy some shit I've done. And then I sat back and I was like, well, what did I do all that work for if I'm sitting here with people who didn't do that work? So I left that class. I got into my car. I was with my homie Gabe, and I was like, bro, I'm quitting. It's a wrap. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm leaving. I can't do it. And that
Got
day,
the hell out of Dodge.
That day, I swear to God, I grabbed my phone and I just withdraw.
Bro.
And every time I did, I was like, damn, my mom's gonna be pissed.
To this day, I don't even know if I withdrew from my classes. Like, I think
you still enrolled there.
I think I might still be enrolled. But I just remember I didn't sign up for classes for the next semester. So I
right.
maybe that like made me drop out. But I remember boy, it was 2020, it was COVID, and I was like, bro, I am bored as there's nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I started like making talking videos on Snapchat for the people, you know what I'm saying, for the locals. You know what I'm saying? Just talking my shit on Snap.
So you started on Snap.
Yeah, but I had like just
Right.
like you know, like 300 or 400 people that watch my Snapchats.
Right.
But I would just like start my
Damn. You just got popping.
Is that popping?
Yeah, I did not have that when I was on Snapchat.
Oh, well, anyway, I had like 300 or 400 people that watch my stories and stuff. So like I remember during COVID, this is what sparked me talking on the internet. It was when I got COVID because I was so pissed because my whole friend group had got COVID at the same time. We threw like a little Jersey Shore reality TV thing. Like we all like stayed at my one friend's like townhouse and we were all like having COVID together. But I was pissed because one boy that couldn't keep his dick in his pants got us all contagious with COVID. So I was like on my I was on my like Snapchat, like ranting, like going off. And they're like, oh, Fannita, you should post this on TikTok type shit. I had already been posting like a couple videos here and there on TikTok, but nothing crazy. But that's what sparked me talking on TikTok. So I posted that video on TikTok. It didn't really do no numbers. And then I remember in November, I just started duetting videos. I would duet videos and like rap. You remember how like they would like sing if you find this person attractive or whatever. So I would like sing and like add my own commentary to the videos. Those started doing crazy. And then the good thing about like TikTok is that once you find something that people like, it's raps.
Right.
You found like you cracked the code. The niche.
Yeah.
Once you find your niche, everything else is they'll keep coming back for they want the same fix. They're crackheads. They want the same fix, the same amount of crack every time you come. So I just like duetted a bunch of videos and then I was like, let me start sticks and men. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I found you.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people found me.
Yeah. See, we had a little different experience because for me, I was actually in a low place when I started making like content. And I didn't even want to do it for like be a content creator.
I didn't either.
Because right when like this was 2019, so we're talking about the Musically to TikTok shift just happened.
Yeah, and then everybody's renegade.
Well, no, it was before that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, how early were you on TikTok?
Land. That's what I'm saying. It was no man's.
You was
land.
on that bitch
early. Like,
oh yeah, I was on that until like 2020.
I distinctly remember having TikTok and I remember talking to people about TikTok and they were like, oh, that's lame that you have
my friends had it first and then I was like, oh, y'all are some losers.
Yeah. So, but like it was just watching and then I was like, man, like, you know, like I was in a low place. My mom had kicked me out because I left school.
Oh,
so dang. Yeah, so like
I'm down and out.
And I was, you know what I'm saying. But I understood, like, you know what I'm saying. You moved to this country from war for a better, you know, position for your family, and then you know I spit in her face after that. You know what I'm saying? So,
pretty much. You pretty much slapped her and called her a whore.
I don't know about that, but but so I get into this low place. And I'm like, all right, let me just like make this video. I remember my first ever video. I don't know why I deleted it, but I did. It was a Zuko joke. I don't remember it. I just remember I had to do with a scar. And then the second video I ever made was a joke about Kakashi stealing, and it blew up. Well, it blew up for me. It hit like 250,000 views. Hit 250K. My second video ever. So
that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
My videos were not doing numbers. I remember the first time my video hit 1,000. I called all my friends and said, I'm getting this out the hood.
But look at you now, though. So you kind of was on something. You kind of was on something.
I had 100 likes. I said, guys, I'm getting this out.
Yeah. But that blew up. And then I was like, and then I just saw all the people like, wow, this is really funny. And I was like, man, like, I like this. Like, and even then, like, I didn't have like this tunnel vision, like, okay, like I didn't even have that. I'm getting this out. Like I was just like, I like to make videos because I like to make people laugh. That's
how I was feeling too. Also, I liked it better. I feel like social media was more enjoyable for me when I didn't have as many followers. Because I remember when I first started, like, I remember for the longest time, I had 1,200 followers and 1 million likes. Ratio was disgusting. Crazy. But I would be in live with like 19 people and would be live for like hours. And it would just be me and the homies. Like, I'd come on live every day, like we just chill and chat, and it'd be like 20 people in there. And it felt like so homey and like, me going live is like what like built my community. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to go. I still go live. I love going live. I love talking to everybody. But I just remember like
it's hard to keep up with all the comments these days.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with that.
And that's what sucks.
It makes you feel like. You know? I don't know, because, like, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody that loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody that supports us and that loves us. And, like, I wish that I could meet y'all individually, like, one day. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just not like that. So, live is the closest thing to, like, being able to, like, talk to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like social media was less fun or more fun because the more you climb, the more eyes and the more enemies.
Yeah. Yes. And you know what's crazy is, shouts out to Mark from RDC because he actually told me this. He was so this was crazy because he was like, once you stop becoming the people's champ, once like opportunities really start happening for you. Yep. And that's when I was like Mark, but like you're Mark, like no one.
When you're not relatable anymore, and people know that you're like making money, you're going on trips, you're getting invited to fairs. They don't like you anymore.
Yeah. So what's crazy is like I was doing campaigns. And people would be like, he's selling out. Yeah! I can't make a bag.
Like, I want my lights cut off. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like, bro, like, I don't have it. Like, I'm jobless. Like,
this is my job. Like, do y'all want me to have hot water?
Exactly. And so that was the thing that I was like, damn, like, you know, because...
I remember the first time I ran an ad, they're like, she's gone Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, dang, man, I'm trying to eat too.
And some people are joking, but then some people are for real.
I remember, what was it that I did? I think it was either like me being in the magazine cover. It was something like huge that happened to me last year. I can't remember exactly what, or maybe it was when I was like, I'm moving to LA to chase my dreams. Right. Everybody's like, I'm unfollowing you.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, cool.
I mean, and like I understand, like, you know, you kind of grow in this game. And so like the thing is like at the end of the day, I'm Tony and you're Fannita. Like and we're always with ourselves. So to us it's not like a change. You know, like, I'm the Tony that had no followers the same way I'm the Tony that has how many followers I have right now. But I think to people, because we'll do something like you'll talk to somebody that's famous or a celebrity, or you'll do something or get flown out. That's where people are like, they're Hollywood, they're this or that. Because,
like, if I was still, like, broke as shit, still living in Alabama, still paying goddamn 3/4 and a nickel for rent, you know what I'm saying, not having my own show, my own podcast, people would still be like, yes, Fannita, the people's champ. But once I started elevating and I wasn't, because once people love somebody who's relatable, and I feel like people on the internet can't differentiate. Just because I go to these certain places or I do certain things doesn't mean that I've changed internally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm changing for the better, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But once they can't see you being like their friend in real life and seeing like us like having a connection in real life, they're like, I don't like you anymore.
And like, I kind of go through this thought process where I'm like, you know, I get it, but I don't, because you got to think in the space that we are, there's a lot of people who are creators who aren't cool. Yeah,
we meet people in real life. Like, y'all faves are not fun. They're actually bad people.
Yeah, they're not great people. I'm not gonna lie.
And y'all be attacking
the real ones. Yeah, like what?
Y'all be trying to eat us up, but they're actual creators that are garbage human beings, bro.
There's also creators who kind of have like a persona online, but they don't like say that. Yeah. Like the person that they are on their TikTok or Instagram
is not who they are in real life.
It's not who they are in real life. And that's fine, because like there's a lot of creators that do that. Nardwar, you know, the one that like interviews like rappers. Like, I'm sure he's not like that in real life. So like that's an understanding that this is a character portrayed, blah, blah, blah.
But some people portray that as their real personality.
Yes. And then you'll meet them and you're like,
whoa. Speaking of, have you ever met a creator that off rip you're like, I don't you?
I try not to be like I try not to bring the hammer down that much. Like, I'll at least talk to them. I say that there's creators that, because of their track record, I would never
be friends with.
Or do things with. Like, I had this like big creator hit me up. And this was back when I had like, I think right around 1 million.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know, twin.
But they hit me up and they were like, yo, you know, heard you're in LA. We should make something.
Wait, pause. Mind you, this is a creator that everybody dick rides when they get a chance.
Yeah. And I was like I remember I actually asked my boy Jackson, asked my boy Kieran. I was like, you know, this creator just hit me up. What do y'all think?
I remember I was in Arby's and we were talking about that.
Really? You go to Arby's?
I was getting lunch, nigga. But I remember you called me and you was like, yo, he just hit me up.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and I was like, but see, I already knew I wasn't gonna do it. I just called you because I always chop it up with you.
And also, Arby's has great sides. Go to Arby's, get the cheese sticks, get the buffalo chicken tender slider, get the tenders, and get the curly fries, and then report back. Until you do that, don't talk shit to me.
Arby's, Fannita needs a deal.
Please, Arby's. Like, actually, let's talk.
Y'all have the meats. Come on now. But
y'all have the meats, and I got somewhere you can put it.
But he hit me up. And I was just like, bro, like, I had this moment where I was like, what type of creator do I really want to be? Do I want to be like the one that, like, the creators that I was always, wanting to be like, proud of? RDC, Caleb City, Lennar, you know what I'm saying? These are people who, I was like, man, these guys, like, the Dope Island Meech, shouts out to them too, by the way. They're actually my friends.
God damn, you gonna plug everybody on the following list? Jesus, man, come on now.
I'm plugging them for a reason, but... Like, those are the people who I looked at in content. I was like, these are the people I respect. And I feel like none of these guys...
RDC is the only creators that I've ever been like I don't watch a lot of creators. I don't watch a lot of people's content. I watch their Twitch streams. I watch their YouTube videos. I watch their Twitter videos. Like, I mean, you know how much I love them.
Exactly. But like, I feel like they never sacrificed anything. Like even if being with that creator,
I remember when Mark and them like moved into like the mansion, and everybody's like, "Oh, they've gone Hollywood."
Yeah,
it's seven dudes in the group. They need a big house.
Yeah.
They wanted them to stay in the projects.
But he would tell me about that too when he was telling me like once you don't become the people's champ. But I looked at all of them and I was like, man, like, these are people who I respect, and I don't feel like they did anything to get a quick come up, even if the duration of what they did was longer because they didn't have that quick come up. They still stayed true, and I was like, man, I just got to stay true. And this is just something that I got to do for myself.
One thing I appreciate about my like time on social media, I've never had to do anything corny for views. I've never had to like. And the thing is, like, even when I was like stitching men, that's just how I talked. Like, that's why when I was going viral for it, my friends were all like, this is so like weird to see from the outside looking in because you talk like this on a normal basis. Like, this is how you speak. This is how you talk about boys. This is how you just talk about everything. So like when I was going like super viral for just how I talked, I was like, this is lit. So now my digital footprint's horrible, but it's not like I was eating watermelon and got down, you know what I'm saying? Eating fried chicken on camera. Like, cause I feel like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Some creators shuck and jive a little bit for the views. And I'm glad that I've never had to like, oh my God, I'm going to pour this whole jug of milk into this giant bowl of cereal. Like, I've never had to do nothing corny for people to like me. I've always just like been able to be myself, and I praise one love.
Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The man upstairs.
Because some people that like have acted like that on social media, I will never be cool with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're corny as and then you're the type that I know you're going to be secretly filming our conversations. Like, everything's content to you.
Yeah.
And you also run into a lot of people like that in the content world. Everything's content. You meet somebody, the first rip, they're recording you. Like, they're trying to like make some fake interaction happen.
Yeah. Or just show that they're hanging out with you. I've had that.
Yeah.
Like when I hang out with content creators, I never we don't talk about a video. At least I don't bring it up till like the second or third time we chill.
And then also there's a lot of like, y'all see me hang out with a lot of creators, but there's so many more creators that I've met, but we've just never made a video together.
Yeah.
We just kicked it. You know what I'm saying?
We've kicked it so many times.
Yeah,
like,
and never had to be like, hey.
Yeah. But I love that.
And then the first time me and you we met, me and Tony went to lunch. Yeah, we went to lunch. We went to that. It's called WeHo Bistro. We went to WeHo Bistro.
I'm surprised you remember that.
You know what I'm saying? I remember everything about you, man.
Type shit. I didn't.
But yeah, me and him, and then we got ramen that one time he came. Yeah. We didn't even post about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like
we chilled. Like I've been to your crib, we chilled. You know what I'm saying? No, wait.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, we smoked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
and then I passed out on the couch.
Yeah. And I left. I need to buy. Nita can't hang for sure.
Has there ever been a weird interaction that you had with somebody that recognized you from the internet?
Weird. You tell me what's weird, and then I'll see. Because I don't know what's weird. Like
something that like something
or?
Not stalkers, but like something that was like, come on, Dwayne. But you got to let it go because you in public.
I had. Like, actually, one of like the ones that kind of worried me, because usually I'm not gonna lie, usually almost every single person I meet is really cool. Tony, love your videos.
Me too.
Can I get a pic? Sometimes I can almost tell like if somebody wants to ask for a pic, but they don't want to bother me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'll be
also,
like, do you
I hate when people are like, oh, I don't want, because I remember I was when we were at Black on the Block, somebody was like, came up to me because I was sitting on the steps, and she's like, oh, I don't want to bother you, but I just want to say that I love you. Like, if y'all talk to me, y'all are never bothering me. Like, I love seeing the real love in real life.
For sure.
Like, I'm always gonna take a picture. I'm always down to talk. Like, you don't have to be scared of me. I'm really just like American sweetheart.
There was one time I couldn't take a picture with somebody because literally it was on the flight here. Mm-hmm. My flight took off at 3:00. I got in the airport, no bullshit, at 2:20.
Dang.
And I'm booking it. And somebody's like, Tony, and he's coming up to me. I yell from across the airport, bro, I'm so sorry. I have to go. Thank you for the love. And I just start booking it. But the weirdest interaction I had was my Uber driver was I was staying in Puerto Rico. I was in Puerto Rico. It was my homegirl's birthday. And we get out of the crib that we're staying at. I call it Uber. Mm-hmm. And I hop in. It's Puerto Rico, so I'm like, ¿Cómo estás? And he goes, Tony? And I was like, oh, shit.
That's kind of lit. You worldwide.
It's lit, but
wait, Puerto Rico's a U.S.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, my fault. Nah.
It's lit, but he just picked me up from the place I'm staying.
Yeah.
So I know I'm not this like crazy celebrity, but like I just get worried about people knowing where I'm at.
I remember that happened to me when I was still living in Alabama. I ordered DoorDash, and I go downstairs to get it, and I'm like in a nightgown, bonnet, like I'm just trying to get my food. Mm. She's like, Fannita? I know that ain't Fannita. She pulls out her camera, starts recording me. She starts recording me, bro. And like, I think I had tipped maybe $2 on DoorDash. But because she was in my face and I didn't want her to make a video that like Fannita don't tip good, I like just cashed after like $15.
You asked for a cash app?
Yeah.
What did you say? Like, I don't tip on DoorDash. I just want to give you the money.
Like, I tipped on DoorDash. It's probably like $3 or $4. I can't go back and see how much it was. Right. But I tipped on there. But like, she was like gassing me up. And then obviously she's like DoorDash and she ain't got like a flush account. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to send her, show her some love, whatever. But this bitch started recording me and I looked crazy, bro. Like, I just came downstairs to get my water burger and you on bullshit.
That's crazy. First of all, you're crazy for meeting the DoorDash driver.
No, because she couldn't find my apartment.
Oh, so you had to come out there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I, you know what I'm saying? I don't play about my food.
You got a different time. You are crazy different time. You tell. If you get a haircut that you don't like, you don't pay type shit because that's crazy.
No.
You don't. Yeah. See, like if
like
if a barber me up, like
are you paying for it?
Bro, I get nervous. Like
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the same way. If like I get my nails up, I'm gonna just.
You just gonna eat that? Yeah. Okay. See, I thought like cause me. I'm looking through the peephole to see when they leave.
I do like that type shit like stealthily. Like if I'm getting my nails done and she them, I'm like, hey, can you just like file this down just like a little bit more? Can you like take out some of the tip? It's like it's just like heavy on the French.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I be scared too because like shit, I get like what if this bitch like throw acetone in my eyes?
Nah, she. Yeah, no, like I got a homie named E and like a barber him up one time. I was there with him and the barber him up. He said, "Oh, I'm not paying for this." Loud. He's that type.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
like,
different.
I'm not. And the barber
but I feel like your hair is different.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
Thankfully, like nobody's ever like really my hair up, which because my hair, like, look at me. Hold on.
Type shit.
So like nobody's ever like done anything to my. But I feel like as a man, like your haircut, like you're gonna be looking crazy for 2 weeks.
Yeah, crazy for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and like you got to wear a hat for 2 weeks, and like not every fit goes with a hat.
Yeah, and we have no enhancements. Like at the best, we have like a cool fit. Like we have a cool fit and a haircut. That's it. Like
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Or a beard.
Because girls can switch it up. I mean, you can get your hair done. Like you can do not even just makeup itself. You can do different makeup looks and do different things,
different type of styles, different hairstyles.
Exactly. And y'all have a crazy like you could get skirt, dress, jeans, like you can just
shorts,
do anything,
tube top,
anything.
Tops. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
anything.
Like guys, we got pants and a top and our cut, and that's it. And if you don't have that, if one of those things get up, bro, you got to think
like your whole the rest of your like half your month is destroyed.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like barbers who do that, like okay, let's say a barber up, like the barber that up, what's his name?
Who? Oh, E? Yeah.
Do you think the barber looked at it and was like, damn? Or you think the barber was like,
hell no.
He thought he did a good job?
No, he was like, oh, you still gonna pay me? Like,
so he thought the haircut was a good job, or he
like,
was like, "You're gonna pay me for my work."
No, he was just like, he was like, regardless of what it looks like, you're paying me, and he was like, bet, and walked out.
Dang,
Walked straight out.
That barber is he's a menace, and your barber's a menace.
Yeah.
Has there been anything that you've done where you were a menace? It's my segment called "Are You the Menace?" Anything. Like, did you like, I don't know, cheat on a test in first grade, or did you win an award that you didn't deserve?
Cheaters are winners, first of all.
Cheaters are winners. That's what I'm saying. I remember when I was in high school, I had my two friends, bro. Shout out to Brandon and Gracie. I love you. They were, for some reason, they outperformed me in college, but when we were in high school, like, they were dumb as bricks. Like, they were like the bottom of our class, but they were my best friends. So I remember when we were in high school, one time we were taking a history test, and I used to take both of their, like, I used to take Brandy's physics test for her, and I took Gracie's chemistry test for her. No, I took Gracie's history test for her. But, like, literally there was this one time I had finished my history test, and I was, like, really smart in high school. Like, I was, like, one of the smartest people in high school. And I finished my history test, and I looked over at Gracie, and everything was blank. Like, Twin was looking distraught. So I like
didn't even write her name down.
You know, like, we was taking the ACT.
Yeah.
And like back then, like, the whole class, we had a code. If somebody coughed, that means they needed help on the test. Like, we had a whole cheating, like,
so did my class. Yeah.
So, like, I coughed, and she looked at me and she said, and I said, like, slide it off your desk.
Yeah.
And so I like and she slid it as soon as I coughed, and then I picked it up and, like, literally
I
filled out everything.
Scantron,
I filled out everything, then, like, I coughed again, slid it back to her. And, like, with Brandy, my physics teacher was just on, like, nut shit.
Right.
Like, she would give us study guides for the test. Study guides, Tony, was the exact test. If you were failing physics, you just didn't have a brain.
Yeah.
The only thing she would change would be, like, the numbers. But the questions would be, like, the exact same. And she would just change the numbers, whatever. Literally, the night before the test, actually, no, they were the exact same. The night before the test, I would write 2 copies. I would write my copy down, and then I would write my copy for Brandy.
Brandy owe you some bread. Brandy owe you some lunch or something. Yeah.
Also, bro, I was a hustler. Speaking of owing me bread, in 8th grade is when we started doing, like, lined graphs. And nobody in my school knew how to, like, do a graph. So I started running a business. You know what I'm saying? I was like $3 a graph. I would take everybody's graph home over the weekend, and I would do everybody's. Because, like, once I did one graph, I just, like, traced everybody else's.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I come up like $10, $15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a hustler, bro. I used to get to the bag.
You know what I used to do?
What?
I was who need a bag of chips. I was that kid.
Oh, you had the duffel bag?
Yeah, but it got bigger than me. Like, I was Steve Jobs. I swear. I swear to God.
It's bigger than black and white.
I swear to God. I'm talking about it was something that was just cool for a little bit. And then, like, I started making no bullshit $200-300 a day in school. I was making more in school
I know your
than I
mom was
was
happy
at
as
my
hell.
job. Yeah, what's crazy is my mom, like, luckily my mom believed me because I just kept coming home with crazy wads of cash.
She thought you was slinging that
No,
up?
she didn't because, like,
Young
I
sling that up.
I had chips and stuff, but, like, bro, like, I have a 2015 Honda Accord. I bought that when I was 18. With the money I got from chips, I still have that car. And this was way before, obviously, influencer bread.
What year did you graduate high school?
2018.
Oh, you kind of got a new car for her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like, I put all the money for this car because I was like, you know what? I want to have a car that doesn't, like, up on me. And to this day, it's my same car. And that car was bought with chip money.
What was I about to say? Were you popular in high school?
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, I was, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, but I hated my high school. Hey,
I love
class
my
of
high
2016, I don't with none of y'all.
Class of 2018, I love y'all with all my heart. Bro, the
only people from 2016 I with is the Sexy Six. You know who are. Everybody else, all y'all did was talk shit, but look at me now.
Yeah.
Hold on, get that.
Oh.
Get that on cam.
Get it on your face. What? But no, my whole class, it was like we was all just cool. We were all homies.
No, my class was like,
there was no beefs, no drama. I mean, there was maybe like a little drama because there was always like the certain students that did drama, but I'm talking about it was a genuinely all love. Like, even the teachers were like, "We're gonna miss y'all."
Wait, I had something I did that was menacing. So my class was my school. Let me set the scene. My school was K through 12. 600 students.
Okay.
I had 20 students in my class, and I graduated with 40 students. So
that's a small class.
It was very, very small. we were divided. So it was my group. It was my friend Brandy, Gracie, Harley, me, and my friend Sophie, and then another bitch that we don't with. She will not be named, no free clout.
Bet.
Anyways, so at the time, we had these other girls. They thought they were like the popular kids, but they really weren't. And then like the other boys that like rolled their dicks type shit. So it was like us against pretty much the whole class. We were all in the yearbook. And so at my school, if you were in the yearbook, you had control of what was put in the yearbook.
Yeah.
So we had went, like, also our yearbook teacher, shout out Miss Snell, love you. She hated working as much as we hated going to school. So she would just like take us on trips. So we went to like Tennessee or whatever, turned up. Anyways, so we get back. We seen this picture in somebody else's yearbook when we were on the tour. And it was like 5 kindergartners like entering the building and 5 seniors leaving the building. And we were like, oh, well, we got the 5 seniors that's going to be leaving the building. I'm telling you, it was a civil rights movement in there. Like, they were in an uproar. They're like, I can't believe you guys are doing this to us. We all should be in the back picture. Because, like, the picture was going to spread across the entire back of the book. Okay. Like, it was going to be us leaving.
Of the whole class or of like...
So the back of the last page of the book was going to be us 5 leaving.
Just you and your friend group?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And we would do it all again. Yeah. But they like threw a riot about it.
Yeah.
And then we were just kind of like, we're in the yearbook. And what are you guys going to do? Yeah. We were like, you should have signed up freshman year, but you didn't.
You lived in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
It was definitely a civil rights movement.
Yeah, it was. Like, the white kids were pissed. Because like the editor at the time, she was the only Asian girl in our entire school. Me and Brandy were both black. And then...
so your school is predominantly white?
Yes, it was all white.
Damn, my school wasn't.
Oh, yeah, my school was super white.
Yeah, my school was everything.
Yeah, no, not for me. So, like, yeah, we had the Asian girl, and then the 2 black girls, and then I have Puerto Rican, and then the 2 white girls. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we and then like we would do like people were, like, I remember like people, because like people had did us dirty because we were kind of like they would always call us like the immature group and like you guys think you're better than everyone, which we did. But like our class didn't really with us, but the school with us. Like the like younger kids, like the middle school, high school, like they all liked us, but that our classmates didn't like us. Right. I remember what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. But like, yeah, they didn't like us. We always beeped, especially senior year, because they didn't like the way that we did the yearbook. And like they had to start respecting us, and they was like, hey, so Fannita, how many times am I going to be in the yearbook? I was like, I don't know. How many times have you talk shit to me? Right. Like, oh, this is what I was about to say. When we were in 11th grade, our history teacher, this was actually, man, we were really against those girls. So our history teacher made a game where like we could do bonus points. Me being the brains, we'd all split into groups of 3. So the friend group, we'd all split into groups of 3. Right. And if you got something right, you pass it to another group. Right. So for the bonus points. Okay. So obviously I did all the homework. Everybody had the answers to everything. You know what I'm saying? The whole group had it. So once it would be my group, I'd be like, I don't know, I'll pass it to Harley. And then Harley would pass it to Brandy. And Brandy would pass it to Gracie. But we're all in the same group, so we just pass it back and forth. Right. And then I remember they caught on like the first like 3 or 4 times we did it. And they're like, wait a minute, they're not passing it to anybody else. Yeah. And we were like, so get a question right. And then the thing is, when they did it, when our other classmates did get it passed to them, they would get the question wrong. And then I'd steal and bring it back home. But yeah, they hated us. They hated us.
I mean, it's like y'all was just cool with each other and just kept it like.
Yeah, then we just kept it in the group. We kept it in the family.
Yeah. That's hard. So your Menace thing is the yearbook thing.
Yeah.
That's better than mine. I don't have like I was a badass kid. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, if you had 2 pages in the yearbook, it's because we didn't like you. yes, it was targeted.
Exactly,
it was targeted.
So you have a concocted plan, and
it was definitely malicious and well thought out.
I didn't have that. I was just a badass kid. Like I remember this one time, I think I'm in like 9th grade or something like that, and I get. Like, it was just a bad day. I had, like, real bad ADHD. And this was before I, like, knew how to, like, handle it. So I was always loud and rambunctious and talking too much.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that got called loud in high school became something. Yeah. Because I was told I talked too much and I was always too loud.
Yeah, same. I was always the class clown.
Me too.
Like,
I got voted class clown.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I'm saying? What else I got? Most mischievous. I was really turning up.
But
most likely to be famous. Yeah. I got that. I got voted that in high school.
Yeah, I got I got
like 6 things.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of shit. But it was like 9th grade, and I annoyed one teacher, like my first 2 classes of the day, and then it was lunch, and I had bad times in both those classes, and then I get to lunch, and I got kicked out of lunch. You know what you gotta do to get kicked out of lunch?
Yeah, you gotta wall out.
So I get to the office.
Like, did you eat that day?
No.
That's actually crazy. That's, hey, Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. The principal comes in and she's
Did
like,
y'all have corporal punishment at y'all school?
No, hell no. What?
Yeah, I got paddlings like a lot.
What?
Yeah, I had corporal punishment at my school. Like, my grown ass male principal was spanking my ass with a wooden paddle.
I don't know if that's legal, bro. I don't know if that's corporal punishment. That may just be racism, bro. I don't know. That's crazy.
I remember I got paddled.
I wish the teacher would put their hands on me.
Yeah, like, that was allowed. I remember I got paddled in 2nd grade because I stole a slinky from the book fair. Like, they paddled me. I got like 2 spankings. I had to like lean across the desk. They had a big like wooden paddle and they would smack me on the ass with it.
Oh, you lived in the boonies then.
Yeah.
You lived in bum nowhere.
Yeah. They got away with murder down there, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. But nah, it wasn't no corporal punishment shit. The principal comes in, she goes, I think it's time. Like, you gotta remember, I'm in 9th grade. So this is my first year of the high school. She's like, I think it's time, like, you might have to go to alternative school. Oh, no! And I was like, whoa. I was like, that was the first thing she said.
Wait, but what would you do?
I'm about to tell you. She goes, so she comes in, she goes, do you know, like, what you done today? And I was like, I haven't even done that much. She was like, Tony, you've been written up 3 times today. I said, what? She's like, this is no joke. Like, you have been written up, like, so you got to think. I got class 1, class 2, lunch. I went 3 for 3 for write-ups.
So you got written up in 2 hours.
Yes, bro. And I was like, she said, I was like,
that's rookie numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that.
What did you get written up for?
Like, just the first one was.
I used to get written up all the time in middle school too.
Yeah, the first one was like just being loud. Like, I was, but like, to be fair, like I was loud and like there were times where I would like just get up out of my seat and go talk to people. Like, no, like it was bad. Like, but the thing was, is like the biggest problem was, is like I was one of those kids that didn't really have to pay attention, but I got good grades.
Yeah.
So like, but like I would abuse that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
What y'all doing over here? You know what I'm saying? I would talk to these people.
I would do that in class. I would turn all the way around in my desk and talk to my friend.
But the issue was I didn't understand that other people weren't like that. And so because I was funny and talkative, I was distracting. But I would never, I was a kid back then.
I was also distracting too.
Yeah. So like I was like, man, y'all hate me.
Yeah.
But like, bro.
Y'all just hate, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro. Hearing the principal go like, you've been written up 3 times.
3 times?
I'm not gonna, today.
I think I got written up one time. Well, actually, one year, it was like my 8th grade year. I was like 1 demerit away from getting sent to alternative school.
Yeah. do you remember how many like write-ups you had over the year?
I think I got written up like probably like 8 or 9 times.
For the year?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But one of the reasons I got like a lot of demerits on one write-up is because I got suspended because I had gotten a fight because a stupid white bitch said the N-word to me. Right. And I beat her up.
As you should.
Yeah, I really put them hands on her. So I got like a lot of demerits from like that fight alone.
Bro, I think the last year I really got write-ups. I think I had like 80 write-ups in 1 year.
Tony, how the hell are you still in the school?
I was bad, but because
like in my school, it was like if you had like, I think you probably could get away with maybe like 10 write-ups max before they were sending you to like alternative school.
Nah. It was because they with me. Like the teachers with me. Like I was that kid where it was like he's bad, but we like him.
Yeah, that was me too. Especially like I remember,
I was never on no disrespectful shit to the teachers. I would never do that. Like I would never be like freak you person to the teacher. I would I didn't know what I was doing. Like I had like no concept of like I'm distracting the students or like a teacher would say like a question and I would just blurt out the answer.
We're gonna get into another one of my favorite segments, Fannita's Fan Fictions. So we're gonna have people want to call in, they want to talk to us and ask us anything about the episode. Do I have a caller on the line?
Hey, what's up, Tony? Just wanted to say, love the shit you've been doing, man.
How you gonna call into my show and address Tony? Okay.
Yourself, you keep it real. I love that shit. I hope you keep doing it. The one question that I had is, how do you personally know when to fight for something in life and when to just let it go? Appreciate it. Okay,
so the caller that just called in just asked us, when do you know when something is worth fighting for?
That's hard. That's a great ass question.
For me, will I care about it in a year?
Right.
That's how I gauge it. Mm-hmm. If I feel like I wouldn't care about it and it's not gonna matter in a year, then I'm not gonna fight for it.
Yeah, it really it depends on what he's asking for. Like,
yeah, is it like, are we fighting for like a marriage? Like, what are we?
Yeah. So it just like I'm gonna say like if something's worth it or not in like an argument. Like for me, I'm chill regardless. Like I don't ever get mad. Like I'm very like in tune with my emotions. So it's like you can't really get me. The only person that can get me mad for real is like my mom. That's it. Other than that, like I really be chilling. So I never get too mad about something. And even if somebody's like projecting something on me, I kind of like go with it at it like they're just mad and they're going through some turmoil and they're lashing out.
Yeah.
They're not really talking to me. So like if he's talking about that, then like that's just not worth fighting for. But like there are some things where like I'll get nosy about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, racial shit. Like my sister's black, my homie's black. Like we live it.
Damn right, I support it.
Type shit. We live in Nashville. Like, you know, we live in the South. You know, so like there's times where like I hear it. And like, and that's when I'll step in and be like, nah, hell no, don't say that shit or something like that. Or like if like a man is talking reckless to a woman in public, like I'll stop that. But like that's where, you know, I don't know where his question is going, but that's kind of my like long-term answer for that. What about you?
It depends on like, okay, if it's somebody that like I love and I care about, I'm willing to fight for it.
Right.
But again, it's like depends on like what we're talking about. Cause like most shit like rolls off my back. Like, 'cause I know like a lot of stuff that like I just feel like I'm one of those people that good things happen to. So I don't ever let like minuscule things bother me. I just kind of like just let it go. Because again, I won't care about it in 5 months. I won't care about it in 6 months. So I'm not gonna let it like consume me in this moment. So yeah, Tony, you answer it.
Hello.
Hey Tony, big fan. Just want to ask, who's your main comedic inspiration? Like, is it a certain comedian? Did you get your comedy from like certain movies that you watched growing up? Just want to know who your favorite comedian is. That's it.
He asked who's my main comedic inspiration.
First of all, hey, don't ever call my show addressing somebody else. Don't ever do that. Y'all will be dealt with. This ain't his shit. This my shit. I built this brick by brick.
Main comedic inspiration. I feel like I was actually talking to my homie Jackson about this last night, funny enough. There's so many different avenues of comedy. And like people kind of understand comedy as like this one word, one size.
When people are like, hey, say something funny. It doesn't work like that.
Yes, but I more so mean like, have you ever gotten the when you're doing stand-up?
Yes.
When
I get it all the time, bro.
So
but I actually might want to try it eventually.
Yeah.
Not right now because I'm scared, but
I feel you. But I mean, people don't understand that comedy. Think of comedy like the word sports.
It's multiples, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Messi and LeBron are both athletes in sports, right? But they can't switch, and they could, and they may do well in either. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
because you do
sports.
one act of comedy doesn't make you good at everything else.
Yeah. So I think he more so means comedians, and I don't necessarily like pull inspiration from comedians because that's just a different.
I feel like would you pull inspiration from writers?
I pull inspiration, more so from like skit, like you know, so like
Key and Peele or Jordan Poole.
That's what I'm about to say. Jordan Peele, one of my biggest inspirations.
I say Jordan Poole, my fault.
One of my biggest inspirations. Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, and then like I really just have to say like the content creators I grew up watching, RDC, Meech.
RDC,
Island.
they are the like epitome of sketch comedy.
Yeah. And it's like, and it was, I don't even like pull from like their jokes. I pull from like feelings, like the way that they would make me feel when I was in school watching their compilations and shit like that. I would just be like, man, like if somebody could feel this way about what I did, like that would be crazy. And this is before I was even thought about that. So like the fact that it's happening now is crazy. But those are people who I take from because I want to emulate what they made me feel. So like the new generation of consumers of like, you know, social media, and I want them to feel like that. And so like that would probably be my answer. It's like I take inspiration from like actual writers, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say actual writers, but writers in shows, in comedy shows, and then like the content creators, like I take inspirations from them as well. What about you?
I feel like for me, it's kind of the same thing. Like, I don't really, like, draw any inspiration from comedians. What I will say...
stand-up comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I will say is I do draw, like... You know how my vernacular is.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna just say whatever I want to say.
Right.
Like, so I take that aspect from comedians. Like, just saying what I want to say.
Right.
But, like, I feel like I'm not... People always give me the comparison to Drewski. If you go to any of my comments, there is somebody saying that she is the female Drewski.
Right. I get white Drewski.
But I find that weird for me because like I don't make sketches.
Right.
I just talk. So I guess they think me and Drewski like talk similarly.
Yeah.
But like he is like known as like sketches. So that's weird to me. But also I just feel like they have nobody else to compare me to because I kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the comparisons are cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I get the Drewski too, but I always tell people, like, if they're like, you're like the white Drewski, I say, I'm the Albanian Tony. Like, that's what I say.
Or it's like, she's a female Drewski. No, I'm just Fannita.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just Fannita.
You know
I'm just funny.
But
what does I don't like is like, you can acknowledge that I'm funny without making the comparison.
Exactly. But see, I feel like people, that's what I say, they don't know it's bad. Not bad, but they don't know how it
like, this is my original idea.
Yeah.
And you're making it seem like I'm like somebody else when I came up with this on my own.
But I feel like, I had to go through that real bad with the Russ comparisons. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it's like, I know I look like Russ. And so I realized that when there was a shift, there was Russ in all of my comments. And then there wasn't anymore. And I almost had, and I remembered this because somebody had said it again. Like, oh, you look like Russ. And I was like, damn, I haven't seen a Russ comment in like some months. I forgot that was said. And I realized it was because I became Tony. So the comparisons come from like almost like an ignorance.
But you know what's like, it's lit though?
What?
When other people start saying that, oh, you remind me of Fannita.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, that's hard.
Yeah,
that's
hard. That's tough.
Because I'll get tagged in like people's videos, specifically men. Men that like are like a little funny will get the Fannita comparison.
Right.
And it's like, dang, these bitches is my sons. So I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all act like me. But like they'll be like, oh, you're the male version of Fannita. And I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I also just don't like, personally, as a black woman, and like the stigma that comes between like behind being a dark-skinned black woman, being plus size, I don't like being compared to men. You know what I'm saying? Because you know like how they portray dark-skinned women.
Oh, the implications there.
They always masculinize black women. Yeah. So personally, I just don't like being compared to men because of that reason.
For sure.
I think Drewski's hilarious. Would love to meet him. Would love to collab or do anything with him. But I don't want to be the female Drewski. I just want to be Fannita.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like it's for you, it's definitely deeper than it is for me. But I feel like with that ignorance, like people go, I like your content. I like who you are. But I don't know you, so I'm going to compare you remind me of somebody else I really like that I do know. You remind me of this person. So I almost understand that it's not like a bad thing.
I understand it's not a bad thing,
but it's also not a great thing. Like you just never want to get compared to nobody.
Yeah, that's like I don't know. That's like when LeBron like broke the record for like all time scoring points.
Yeah,
and somebody being like, "You remind me of Michael Jordan." Like it's fucking LeBron.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Tony. Let's get hot.
But
it's time for hot takes.
Hot takes.
All right, Tony. In this bowl, I have some strips.
Is that ceramic?
It is ceramic.
You got bread. You got
know what I'm saying? You got
money coming in.
Look, see, I got crystal glass. This is budget.
Shit, what the f?
It's budget.
Okay.
All right, Tony, pull.
All right. Let's see what this is.
What does that one say, man?
Taylor Swift is just as... I don't even want to say it. Taylor Swift is just as famous as Michael Jackson.
Bro, I seen a TikTok, Patty Pop Culture, this is your name, this is you. He made that video and he said Taylor... He didn't even say just as famous. He said Taylor Swift is more famous than Michael Jackson.
We need 10 seconds of silence. Bro... And this is no shade or no hate to Taylor.
Because they will jump me.
I don't want the Swifties.
They will jump us.
I don't want the Swifties coming at me.
They will jump us. But okay, even if you're a Swiftie, let's be
serious.
Let's be serious.
Bro. Let me tell y'all something. This is just from my personal experience, okay? My mother, like I said, I'm first generation American. So my mom didn't know English great. Like before she came to this country and while she came to this country. Like, bro, I found this out. First of all, do you remember? I know you remember when Michael Jackson died.
Yeah, bro. I was heartbroken.
Bro, it was cold that day.
Yeah, no, I was in Atlanta and I was with my aunt. I was staying with my aunt and then I heard it on the radio and I was like, what?
Yes, bro.
And like my dad at the time, but like he loved Michael Jackson. Yeah. So like growing up, I always listened to Michael Jackson. Yeah. And like it like brought us together when I learned how to like I would hit his little moonwalk. My dad would like think that was funny.
Yeah.
So like it was like a bonding thing.
Right.
And then, my dad hates me now, so like it's all out the drain.
shit,
But
yeah.
like I still like Michael Jackson. I'm a Michael Jackson stan. Like I'm one of those people that those people that like somebody did something like bad, but they're always gonna defend it.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm always gonna be
Michael
like, he was
Jackson.
found innocent.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody brings up
Yeah.
Michael's past, I'm gonna be just like, I thought we like lived by a court of law.
Exactly. Innocent to proven guilty. He was never proven guilty.
Yeah, he was never proven. Hey, went to court twice. Innocent
Boom.
both times.
Boom.
So stop. Let that man rest.
Exactly.
But I like, if you go to any remote island, let's say we go to a remote island in the Bermuda Triangle, Michael Jackson, you'll hear, you'll see somebody moonwalk.
Thriller, bro.
And Michael Jackson's impact and culture and dancing and singing and lyricism and music videos is unmatched.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson everywhere. Let me ask y'all a question, and then we'll talk. If Taylor Swift dies today, God forbid, who will cry for Taylor?
The Swifties.
White women in their 40s.
That's it.
Everywhere around the world, when Michael Jackson died, every country, every race, ethnicity, everywhere
Everything.
was lighting candles.
Everything.
The whole world stopped when Michael Jackson died. If you think Taylor Swift has that type of impact, you're absolutely smoking crack.
Bro, I will never forget. I walk out the kitchen, and my mom is boo-hoo crying. I'm 8. I'm like, Mama, what is going on? She's watching it. The TV's on. She goes, Tony, like Michael Jackson died, and I'm like, what? Cause like even I didn't understand death back then.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I was like, no, like,
Yeah.
And so and I never knew this. She told me when he died. She was like, I learned English to listen to his songs better. Like to understand what he was saying, because you can kind of mimic English words, but not really know. Like my mom, my mom was learning a language to understand what this man was saying.
Nobody's learning a language to understand blank space. You're crazy.
Like
you're crazy.
And
I remember my favorite growing up. My mom's dead. My mom died when I was 2 years old.
Word, okay.
You Were Not Alone.
Yeah.
Was I not alone?
Oh no, that was it. That was it. Wasn't it?
With you.
Yeah.
That was like the song that always reminded me of my mom.
Yeah.
Because I'm like Michael, like you get it. Like I'm
Yeah.
not alone. She is with me. Like
exactly. Bro, but like we watched the news that he died, and bro, I'll never forget.
And you can like literally they changed the channel. Like you see like every city in every country.
Oh yeah. And we watched the gold coffin get put down. Like my mom was like, we're watching this. Like this is something that we have to see. And I was like, man, and she cried. Then she cried after that, bro. And then,
like being like that young and not understanding death is like I am sad because I know like
something happened.
Like the same thing that happened to my mom happened to Michael Jackson. Like he's not.
Yeah.
And like, man, next topic, bro.
man, moment of silence for Michael Jackson, man. Moment of silence.
And hey, for all y'all that's gonna, talk shit, he was proven innocent. And I hope he.
They be pulling that card with everybody else that gets proven innocent.
Yeah. Bro, so why can't I pull it with Michael?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm always pull that with Michael.
Exactly.
But I want to say this as clearly as I can. Do not ever in your life put the Taylor Swift and Michael Jackson in the same sentence again.
No, bro.
I will murder your family.
Wait, I forgot. There was a moment. Y'all can fact check me on the story, but I know that this happened, bro. Michael Jackson went to a Lakers game with Magic Johnson. It was back when Magic was playing. And he begged Michael to go. I'm talking about Mike, just come through, please. I want you there. I want you to see me play. And Mike was like, no, I know how people are gonna get. No, it gets too much for me. Magic Johnson convinced him to go. Michael Jackson pulls up to the Lakers game. Keep in mind, this is a stadium full of not only superstar athletes, but there are stars there as well. And Michael Jackson's there. They had to stop the game. They told the Lakers, hey, I don't know who they were playing. They're like, hey, we have to stop the game. And they had to ask Michael Jackson to leave.
Bro, without social media, if you have pictures, you can see Michael Jackson at a hotel. It looks like he's at a sold-out stadium.
Yes.
Everybody would somehow be out, like he'd have hundreds of thousands of people outside of a hotel.
Yes.
He's not performing. He's just there to sleep.
Yes.
You think people would do that for Taylor? This man had to close down a grocery store and simulate it because he would never be able to go to a grocery store in his life. If Taylor Swift does a Laker game, Taylor Swift's at the Laker game.
They're not shutting that bitch down.
No way. Michael, without social media, people were able to find this man's location and be outside.
Bro, do you know how
they tried to grab his baby?
Do you know how saucy you have to be asked to leave a NBA game because you're too famous? Like,
Michael Jackson was too famous for everything.
What, bro? His fame, it was damn near.
I would
crippling.
It was crippling. He couldn't have a life. I would say Michael Jackson is the most famous person we've ever had.
Yes, absolutely. I think that maybe Elvis, we didn't live in the Elvis times.
Elvis and Michael Jackson is not even in the same conversation.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't listen to Elvis. I couldn't name you one Elvis song. I don't know.
I know, like, you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah,
that's
all
it.
I know.
But we're gonna rest and say that Michael Jackson. Who do you think now has the potential to be as famous as Michael Jackson? I don't either.
We're in a whole different, like, there's social media now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just in a whole
Back
different
then,
time.
no social media, and he was the most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, his album sales, like, we got streams.
He had records sold.
Bro,
people were going to the store to buy his records.
The same way that people sleep at Best Buy for an iPhone drop, they were sleeping at the shops to get his albums, his records. Like, there's
no comparison. We're not gonna talk about it anymore.
Nah. Let's see. It's okay for Jack Harlow to wear a bonnet.
We got another curly hair cuties.
Oh,
you go
man.
first. As a curly haired man, what do you think?
I saw the picture.
Yeah, we all did.
I think this. I think I have curly hair and I wrap my hair up sometimes. But I would never. Yeah, like a bonnet or like one of them silk like
a silk hair wrap.
Because
Okay.
I got long hair now, so you know what I'm saying. I would never go outside with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
going outside is crazy.
Yeah, I would never go outside with it. I feel like there's too many implications on like black women and they get talked down for it or they get called lazy or
ghetto. Literally, if I walk outside in a bonnet, I don't give a f- about my well being.
Yeah.
Now they saying you depressed if you wear a bonnet outside. Now it's you're ghetto, you're ratchet, you're this, you're that. But black women are just always going to be scrutinized more in the public eye.
Yeah.
We're always going to be, everything we do is wrong. Having long nails is wrong. Having braids is wrong. Having twists is wrong. Having locks is wrong. Everything we do gets scrutinized.
Yeah.
And Jack Harlow is far too deep in the black community to do some shit like that. But also it's like, is he around any black women or is he just around black men? Because what I've tend to see is that black men don't tend to care about stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black women do.
Right.
So I don't know. But either way, Jack Harlow, I feel like he knows. And the bonding conversation is such a big conversation.
Yeah.
That, come on.
I feel like
a soccer game?
Yeah. Is that what? Yeah, it was a soccer game.
Yeah, like,
right?
come on, that's crazy.
I feel like this. I feel like, again, I can only speak
but
on what
also,
I would do.
Another thing, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry to cut you off. Look at his hair. Like, you have like curly hair. If y'all have seen Tony's hair down, like Tony has curls.
Right.
Jack Harlow got a beach wave.
Right.
If that.
Right.
It's like a wisp. You know what I'm saying? You ain't protecting shit.
Yeah, see, that's like, and I kind of see what you're saying. Like, does he hang around like black men or black women? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, okay, let me just speak from my experience, right? All my homies are black. You know what I'm saying?
Tony's down with the brown
type shit. But there are things that I've experienced online where it's like, oh, you talk like this. Is this real? Like my accent and shit like that. And so I kind of have an understanding where I sound a certain way because I'm from a certain place.
But he's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Exactly. But that's what I was about to say. But with that, I've learned lessons on, okay, this is because of this. And you know what I'm saying? Like the bonnet conversation.
Like Tony will literally call me before he gets braids. Yeah. And he'll send me pictures.
Because I don't want to step on no toes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never that type of guy. And my sister's black. So I knew a lot of lessons before, but then my sister was born and I was like, bro, like I like really like I want to learn things so my sister doesn't feel out of place or you know what I'm saying? Or like, like there was time like when Elsa came out, like she would always say, I want Elsa hair. And I'd be like, nah, your hair's better than Elsa's. Like just so she would always know. You know what I'm saying? Because like she's
then like growing up, like for me being a black girl, like growing up, only person we had the Proud Family and we had Raven Simone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else, like when you're like a black girl growing up, you really are taught that you're second rate and that your hair is ugly. You're ugly. Every pop star on Disney was white. They wouldn't give anybody black a show on Disney. Nobody black was on Nickelodeon. If it was, you had to be like a goofy side character, or you were
friend.
the goofy side friend, or you were like the ghetto friend.
Yeah,
like you were ghetto and you were loud and you were super funny. You know what I'm saying? We never just had like a Sharpay.
Right.
We never had like a classy like black girl that was just like cute and like bought things and
Right.
her dad was rich. Like we
Right.
always had to be like the comedic relief. So that's like really sweet that you did that. You did that for your sister.
I mean, I just kind of like I just kind of felt like I saw it. What really turned it around for me, I saw this one video of they gave black children the choice of a doll, a white doll or a black doll, and all the black children picked the white doll.
Yeah.
And just like and like what pissed me off.
I think I seen that same video because they're like the black dolls are ugly.
Or yeah, something like that. And I'm like, damn.
That's crazy.
Like, you know, and
even growing up, I only had like white Barbies. Like, I
Yeah.
had white Barbies and white babies.
yeah, that and like, bro, like I'm really understanding with the whole Miles Morales thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, bro, like, you know, I like me, my skin tone, I can go, oh, I look like this superhero. Like I never really like thought to myself, like, what do black kids like? What do they feel like their superhero is? You know what I'm saying?
I remember I was like Jasmine for like Halloween. Like we never had like before like Princess Tiana, we didn't have no black Disney princesses.
Exactly.
And then like all y'all want to like be up in arms about the Little Mermaid, and it's like she's a mermaid. But like, bro, first of all, the Little Mermaid with Halle. When I was growing up, and I'm like a Disney fanatic. I love Disney movies. I love animated Disney movies. Like that's
What's your
my
favorite movie?
Hercules. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
answer.
And then number 2, Goofy movie. And then
Great answer. What
number
the
3, number 3, Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Disney fanatic. I love soundtracks. I love musicals. That's like a fun fact about me. But growing up, I never vibed with the White Little Mermaid. Like she just didn't. She just didn't give.
Good for you? Yeah,
she
yeah.
didn't give. Like I just never with her.
Right.
Halle's Little Mermaid.
That shit was it.
That shit
That shit was it.
so bad. And I didn't even really want to go see the Little Mermaid because I didn't like it growing up.
Right.
So I was like, but you know what I'm saying? I always support black films. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna show up. And that was one of the best like live action Disney princess movies I've ever seen.
Right. That's hard. That's what's up.
But then now I'm so happy that we don't like little black girls that go to Halloween don't have to put on a blonde wig or like a black wig. Like they can just be Halle Bailey from the Little Mermaid. Like they or Wakanda. They could be like a Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Like Tiana now. Like it's so good to see that like people complain about representation, but nobody understands how important representation is.
Yeah.
Not even just with skin color, with disabilities, with sexuality.
Yeah.
Representation is important because I'm sitting in a room right now with people that are different races, different sexualities, and different abilities, and it's good to see that shown in the media. Whether y'all like it or not, that representation is going to be here to stay. You're going to have to see girls kiss in TV shows.
Right.
You're going to have to see black male leads, black female leads. You're going to have to see gay men. You're going to have to see people in wheelchair star. You're going to have to see fat pop stars. You're gonna have to see it, and I don't care because they exist. They exist, and they live in the same world that we live in, and they deserve to have the same amount of representation. So kick f***ing rocks, you bigots.
Exactly.
We're here to stay, baby.
And the thing that I get annoyed with is people are like, well, like a child doesn't understand like a black kid can still be Superman. Like no one's saying that the black kid isn't gonna be Superman no more.
Yeah.
It's that same black kid can choose.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can be
Superman or I can be the Black Panther.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I can be somebody that kind of looks like me.
Or I can be Miles Morales.
Exactly. And that's like that's what, because I know for me, like, you know, white skin, black hair, Superman. Like this motherfucker looks like me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I was like Princess Jasmine and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can understand where, you know, where I look like this person, I want to be like this person. And that's why it can be damaging for somebody who doesn't look like that person, like my sister. If she was to go, I want Elsa hair, and I go, oh yeah, Elsa hair looks so good on you.
Yeah. You look great as a blonde.
You see
That's
what I'm
where it
saying?
starts.
That's where it starts. And people don't even realize, like, it's not even like ill intent. It just like that's just where it is. Like, oh, well,
Also, one thing I do, every time I see a little black girl in public, I tell her I love her hair.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Whether if I like the shit or not. I'm like, oh my God, your hair is so pretty. Because because growing up, like, I would get my hair permed. Like, I'm talking about fried dye, laid to the side, bump the ends. Like, my hair was always getting, like, straightened and then get cornrowed or whatever.
Right.
And I remember, like, growing up, when I'd have cornrows and I'd go to school, I went to school with all white people. Like, they would literally make fun of my hair. Like, they nicknamed me cornrows. Or, like, I remember this one day I was, like, in 11th grade. And it was the first time I ever wore, like, my natural hair out. And I had gotten, like, straightened and it got, like, bumped. And then, like, I went to school and everybody talked about my hair. Like, everybody talked about it. And, like, by the third class, my hair was up in a ponytail because I didn't want people to mention it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, people were like, do you wash it? How do you straighten it? How do you comb it? How do you know what I'm saying? And so, like, or it'd be like, oh, Fannita, like, you know, like, those braids, like, look ghetto. Like, you... And then I had a boy one time when I was in, like, 8th grade, he cut one of my braids from the root because he thought it was, like, he thought my hair was fake. I mean, the the length was, but like he cut it from the root, and I was like, you're absolutely. But I slapped the shit out of him for it. But it's like things about when you're a black woman, your hair is so important, and people put so much beauty in our hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like our hair from the time that we're born is pretty much told is like unmanageable, it's unkept, it's unclean, it's ugly, it's non-professional. That's why we have like the Crown Act now. Because we literally get discriminated for our hair.
Yeah.
So when I see little black girls that are embracing their natural hair the way that it is, I'm always gonna tell them that I love it because I don't want them to hate their hair.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, and I started a lock journey there under my twist, but up until now, I've always hated my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I've always hated the kinks. I've always hated the coils. I've always hated how hard it was to comb and how hard it was to manage. And I've like, dang, like I wish my hair was like cuter. Cause like you see like even in TV shows, you see the girls with like the looser like 3A curls. Like those are the girls that are pretty, like not the girls with like the 4C. I like to joke and say that my hair is like 4Z. But I do love that like I'm starting to see like just more representation. So little black girls know that like the way that your hair grows out of your scalp is beautiful and it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I feel like we preaching today, man.
Shit.
Like it really is. So Tony, it has been amazing having you here. I'm so glad that you pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Tony flew out here for this. He's so real.
Yeah, for sure.
What you got coming up? You got any projects? Tell the people about where they can find you. What you got coming up?
Tony Statovci on all platforms. STATOVCI because I know y'all can't spell it. That's really it. You know what I'm saying?
Bet, man. I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all, this has been another fantastic episode of Bottoms Up with Fannita. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what the best part of the podcast was for you. Tell me about who you want to see next. And this can be found on the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel on all streaming platforms. And thank you. Love you. Bye.